All right, guys, my spotlights are blinding me, but it's time for a zero filter attempt. Today is December 10th. 36 degrees out today for the high, and the tractor hasn't been run in several days anyway. So I'm going to spin off this real filter, and I'm going to put on my Frankenstein filter. I opted to paint it green and yellow, kind of John Deere colors. And I need to use the gasket off of the old filter when I put this on. Now, I washed the living bejesus out of this once I gutted it. I told the wife it was a Snap-on coffee mug so I could sneak it into the dishwasher, and then I rinsed it and washed it and blew it out with air, and it can't get any cleaner on the inside now. There's nothing loose, nothing floating around. So basically this is just going to bypass a spin-on filter, and hopefully it's going to be worth all my time and effort. You know, I love this JD 1050, but the hydraulics are just, it's ridiculous, quite honestly. And I'm not going to lie, if I had the option, if I didn't own a tractor and I was in the market for a tractor and I knew about these tractors, I would probably go for something else, just because of the hydraulics, especially in the cold. So you probably aren't going to be able to see much because of the angles and where this filter's hidden, but we're going to spin this one off, put on the empty filter, and I have gloves on. I'm being a girl today. I start my new job this coming Monday, and I just didn't want my fingernails to be all black with nasty stuff. And once we do this, of course, we'll check and top off the fluid. I don't really expect to lose a whole lot. Probably just what's in the pipe and in the filter itself. And again, the main reason I did this is because I didn't want to alter the factory setup. And I hope you can hear me underneath here. So there's the old filter off, which really isn't all that old. We will take out the gasket, which is pre-lubed. Should fit beautifully into the old filter, which is actually a JD filter, and it does. Spin it on, and apparently my threads are all good, because there doesn't seem to be any issue with it going on. And then we're going to check the fluid, top it off. We probably lost half a quart or so. We're not going to make that crazy tight, even though the O-ring gasket is lubed well. I don't want to have issues taking it apart in the future. Alright, so we're all good. The new one is on. The new old gutted filter is on. Take out our catch pan. Alright, so now we're going to start it up and let the fluid run around, and then we'll check the fluid level, top it off as necessary. And like I said, we're probably going to need maybe up to a quart. We'll see. I guess I need the key. Hear that? That's the starter telling me good luck. But I have a lucky charm. for a minute or two. I don't want to let it run too long because that may defeat the test purpose. But yeah, the brushes in the starter are tired, so a little whack with a hammer will get it going. But eventually I'm going to have to rebuild or replace that starter. All right, I let it run a little while, probably not even 2 minutes. I blew off this area because I don't want any crap falling into the transmission. So we're going to check the fluid level, see where we're at. And I doubt you can see that, but this Firestar fluid just really is a great moisture inhibitor. So let's see how much we need to put in. All right, actually it's not that bad. It might be half a quart. All right, so I made sure the funnel was clean, and I have this old dark chocolate caramel cookie container that I cleaned really well that I pour the fluid in, so I don't have to try and wrestle that 5-gallon container up here. It doesn't fit very well anyway, and it makes it a nightmare. All right, so we've got our fluid in. I'm pretty sure I did put enough in. I really hope this is beneficial because I don't want to get back to square one. So we'll check the fluid again. Okay, I can see in the reflection that we're just a bit above full. So believe me when I tell you, I'm not draining any out. All right, let's see if it'll start without the hammer. Probably won't be able to hear me once I'm on the tractor, so I won't even bother trying to talk, but I just started it 45 seconds ago, and we're going to check out the operation of the hydraulics now. All right, so far so good. The rock rake lifted right up right away. You saw the bucket activate, and I promise you that the only time this has been running in many days was to check the fluid level. This is the filter that I just took off. You probably can't see, but you can see the plunger spring in the bottom. The fluid is clean, clear. So, yeah, I don't know what causes this. I wish I did. Maybe I could come up with a better solution. But if this works long term, I'm going to be a happy guy. It seems to be okay right now. I've not put any weight on the bucket, but typically this 1050, if the bucket moves, it's able to lift weight. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, man. I mean, obviously, if you saw the last video I posted on this, I hollowed out that filter that I just put on. I'm leaving the sump filter in place, factory, because I'm not a huge believer, but I am a believer in there needs to be filtration no matter what. And given the simplicity, I don't want to say simplicity, that's not the right terms, but it's not a complicated hydraulic system, and it should work much better than it does for, an open system. But yeah, the only thing that's going to get into the sump filter is metal particles from the pump or the transmission, if there's a problem with either of those. And thankfully, I don't have either of those problems right now. But yeah, just an update on the JD 1050 hydraulic issues. And if anything goes south, I'll definitely let you guys know. But other than that, I hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk soon. Take care now. One last thing that I should have mentioned that I didn't, in case you didn't see the other video, to get the hydraulics, any of them, the rock rake or the bucket, to work, I had to let this thing, this year anyway, sit and idle for quite a long time for the fluid to warm up before any of the hydraulics would work. So I'm very optimistic that this gutted filter is going to be a plus. So yeah, I just wanted to add that. So again, guys, have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Take care.